Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 7 of Series 12 of Doctor Who. Of course, Can You Hear Me? And I don't know what was about this episode, but I don't think it's a bad episode, but I just didn't really enjoy it. It was just hard for some reason for me to want to watch this episode. I don't know why. But I do think this episode had a lot of great ideas within the story. Of course, this kind of infiltrating people's nightmares and their worst fears. That's a really clever idea. I also really liked how this episode, we basically explored a little bit more about the companions a bit more. What is their greatest fears? And of course, it was kind of interesting to see them, and it added a little bit more to their character. And you also get to kind of see them kind of, well, what are we doing? Should we still be traveling with the Doctor? And I thought that was very interesting. And I also really think this episode had some very scary kind of ideas present with that kind of, the one of the bad guys who just kind of had his hand and his fingers came off and he kind of sucked into their people's nightmares. Just awesome. Very cool scene. I also really think that creature, where we met that kind of earlier in the opening, was a very interesting monster. I really kind of love that shot, how the creature's hand kind of came out with all the claws and just attacked the person. I honestly think that is a really great way to open up a Doctor Who story, because of course that's when these kind of pre-credit sequences are really effective, where they kind of just, okay, whoa, this looks like a really great episode of Doctor Who. So basically what this episode kind of starts off with the team kind of divided. The Doctor drops off her companions back in Sheffield. She finds out a distress signal from a different time period, and she goes and investigates that, and they soon find out that all this is kind of connected, and they have to figure out how to stop it. But to me, this episode was definitely that. It was just a very okay episode of Doctor Who, but it was just one of those episodes of Doctor Who that just really didn't engage me. I just was not really, I guess, in the mood to watch this episode for some reason. But this is the first time in this entire series that I tried to watch it twice, and I was like, I just drifted away from it. I don't know why. Maybe in the near future, when I'll reflect back on Series 12, I may take another look at this episode and give it another thought. Because I do think there's a lot of good ideas present, the mental side of people, and I really think that is a great idea to explore. Overall, I would say this is a Doctor Who episode that does explore some really interesting ideas, and they filmed some really great sequences, but it's a story that I just didn't really enjoy. It's definitely far from being the worst episode of Doctor Who, so I would definitely give it, based on me watching this right now, it's definitely around a 6. But tell me your guys' thoughts on this episode in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.